Hey Power Youth, this is day 1 of our 5-day, 5-minute Resurrection Day devotions. We're going to be discussing different topics and stories from the Bible leading up to the day that Jesus died on the cross to the day that he rose from the dead. This is a great time to celebrate and reflect, and also, most importantly, to focus and meditate on God's Word so we can receive what he has for us. Today we'll be reading the story of the wedding banquet. Matthew 22, 1 through 14. I'll be reading the Message translation, and it says, "As Jesus responded by telling still more stories, God's kingdom, he said, is like a king who threw a wedding banquet for his son. He sent out servants to call in all the invited guests, and they wouldn't come. He sent out another round of servants, instructing them to tell the guests, 'Look, everything is on the table. The prime rib is ready for carving. Come to the feast.' They only shrugged their shoulders and went off, one to weed his garden and another to work in a shop. The rest, with nothing better to do, beat up on the messengers and killed them. The king was outraged and sent his soldiers to destroy those thugs and level their city. Then he told his servants, 'We have a wedding banquet all prepared, but no guests. Those I invited weren't up to it. Go out into the busiest intersections in town and invite anyone you find to the banquet.' The servants went out on the streets and rounded up everyone they laid eyes on, good and bad regardless. And so the banquet was on. Every place was filled. When the king entered and looked over the scene, he spotted a person who was not properly dressed. He said to him, 'Friend, how dare you come in here looking like that?' The man was speechless. Then the king told his servants, 'Get him out of here fast. Tie him up and ship him to hell and make sure he doesn't get back in.' That's what I mean when I say, many get invited, only a few make it." Jesus is describing God's kingdom as an incredible feast, a wonderful, beautiful feast that he prepares just for us, something special. During this quarantine, there's one thing that I know that we miss: being able to go to a restaurant, sit down, and enjoy some good food. Imagine going into your favorite restaurant, finally being able to sit in Chick-fil-A or Whataburger or Chili's or Guanajo's or Saltgrass. Whatever you've been missing, whatever you've been craving, you're able to go there and sit and enjoy it. Maybe it's steak, ribs, barbecue, Chinese, Italian, I don't know. But imagine finally when this is over, you're going to get to go there and you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be awesome. What God has prepared for us, the kingdom of God, is more awesome than that. It's something that we can't even imagine. And Jesus died on the cross so that each and every one of us could have an invitation to that one day we can enter his kingdom and be with him forever. But we don't have to wait. Today we can accept his invitation. Today we can walk with Jesus. It shares about a guy that wasn't properly dressed, that they tied him up and they sent him to hell. Some of us have accepted the invitation, but we're not walking right with Christ. Some of us have said yes to Jesus, but we may not be allowing him to lead us and guide us in the way that he wants to. So let's think about that today. Let's reflect on our hearts and on our lives. Are we ready to accept the invitation that God has given us to walk with him, to be close to him? Are we ready to allow him to really be king over our lives? He loves y'all so much, and he is ready to be there for you starting today. Let's accept his invitation and walk with him. God bless y'all.